Hi Scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with an album share. So for today, I wanted to share with you guys my 2014 December daily. I am getting ready to start making my pages for my 2015 December daily because the way that I like to do it is to get it done before December and then I can just add my pictures as we go along in the month. So what I am going to do is just kind of show you the whole album that I made for my December Daily 2014. So this is my cover page, and I used the Echo Park collection that was called Keepin' Cozy, and I actually used a little piece of the collection title on the cover, and it is from Echo Park. I actually got the kit as a designer for the Hippo Hydrangea Scrapbook Kit Club, and I was their guest designer for December, so I created this album with their kit, and their kit actually is more of like a craft kit, so you get a wide range of things. You don't just get the scrapbook paper collection, you get a huge range. Like I got this sequin ribbon from them. I didn't get this cut file. I actually did that on my silhouette, and these numbers were in my stash as well. But everything else you see in this came in the kit that the owner of Hippo Hydrangea sent me. So here is the first page, and it's called Eva Comes Back. My boys named our elf on the shelf Eva, and we actually started the tradition of Eva probably just a couple years ago, and we don't get like really into it. The thing that I don't like is that some people make their elf naughty, and I don't really understand the purpose of having a naughty elf when the elf is supposed to be spying on you and making sure you're doing good things for Christmas. So why would the elf be doing bad things? I've never really understood that. Like, I mean, yeah, it's cute. My sister does some things like, the elf got into the marshmallows and made hot chocolate or, whatever. But I've never really understood that. So what we do with our elf is she just hides in different places throughout the house, and I take pictures, and it's fun. It's like a fun thing for our boys to do every morning after they wake up and get dressed and get ready. They go and look for Eva. And so the first day we had her sitting on the Christmas tree that was all set up with the ornaments, so I just took a cute little picture of her. And the journaling says, the boys were so excited to find our elf on the shelf, Eva on the tree. Brennan was so touched by the little note she wrote for them. It said, I missed you guys. We can't wait to see where we find her over the next 24 days. And I got the idea to do the little note from a friend who did that for her girls one year. And so I did that for mine. This little, what is this, die cut came in the kit. The numbers I actually cut out with my silhouette, and the doilies were actually part of my stash. So that's the only thing that I really added. All the rest of this came with the kit. Okay, sorry if you can hear my dog. He's in here chewing on his bone, and he will not leave my side. So, okay, this is day number 2. And for this day, my friend came over to help me make some popcorn balls that we then took to my kids' Cub Scout meeting, pack meeting. So that's what we did on that day. And this is day number 3. Happy birthday, Gracie girl. One of our neighbor friends, she had a little birthday party at a one of those Chuck E. Cheese kind of places, and so I just printed off a bunch of pictures from that party that we went to, and then this is me cuddling with Sirius that day as well. Visiting Car, I went and visited my friend Carlin in the hospital. She had cancer and she had gotten sick. This week she had been in the hospital the whole week, and so finally, I think this was like Thursday or Friday, I got to go up and visit her because the hospital she was staying at was about 30 minutes away. So I finally had a day where I could go and visit with her for a couple hours and then drive back. I also took a picture of Eva where we had stashed her that morning, and she had decided she wanted to have hot chocolate for breakfast, and so that's what we made for, whoops, apparently my glue isn't, oh, I used really bad glue. That's what it is. I don't know why I used this glue. So I'll have to go through and restick that. That's funny. So yeah, so I had her in the cup with a candy cane, and then we had hot chocolate for breakfast that morning. Okay, day number 5. The journaling just says, we forgot to eat the candy in the advent calendar for the 3rd and the 4th. So the boys were excited to be able to eat 3 days worth of candy before school. So that's why Jonas is holding up the number 3 with his fingers, is because they are getting 3 days worth of candy. So they were really, really excited about that. Day number 6, my husband and I were able to go out on a date, and so I just took a picture of our bowls. We went to Mongolian Grill. I should probably write down the name of the place we went to, and yeah, I kind of wish that I would have put the deer over here and blocked that, but I mean, at least now I guess I have an area for journaling, but because there's the trash can and it's just not that pretty, or maybe I should have put the butterfly down here. I don't know, whatever, it's okay. Day number 7, this one's called So Very Blessed, and this is just my boys sitting with my husband and watching him play a video game, probably after church, maybe it was before church, I'm not really sure. And day number 8, this was just kind of a random day. We didn't do very much. This is my son, my youngest son, Tinian, loving on our dog, Sirius. And then after dinner, we went to Kiwi Loco for some dessert. Then day number 9 was a sick day. So I just did a little bit of journaling about that. Sirius and I slept and moped around most of the day. He thought it was weird. And I don't know if your pets are like that, but my dog Sirius, which we don't have anymore, if I was in a bad mood, like he would be kind of sad, or like I don't know if your dogs, if you're sick, he is just kind of laying around and moping, and that's what we did that day. Is I really didn't feel well, and so all I did was eat saltines and 7-Up to help my stomach, and I slept all day pretty much. So this is just a picture of me laying in bed watching YouTube, and yeah, I don't know if your pets are like that, but Sirius was just, if I wasn't feeling well, he was just kind of mopey and just blah. Sorry, my thoughts are kind of all over the place today. Okay, so this is the 10th. Tinian was sick. I got Tinian sick, which was, so nice of me, but I had stayed up all night with Tinian, and so we just kind of stayed home and slept all day. And then by the afternoon, he was feeling a little bit better, and so he wanted to play Nintendo Land, so we played Nintendo Land for a while. Then on the 11th, we took family pictures, and this is the picture. I couldn't fit our family picture in this, like the 3x4 size, so I just cut down the picture of the kids that I had taken, and that was the picture for that day. And then I also took pictures of our decorations, and this is where Eva had decided to wait for the boys. And every year, I am a photographer, so every year my husband and I figure out what we want to do for our family pictures, and we just do them ourselves because it's a lot cheaper that way. So okay, day 12. This was an eventful day. Tinian and I went to the Apple, and I worked a shift. Afterward, we went to Taco Bell, where Tinian danced to the music and ate his lunch. And the Apple is a gym here where I live, and I worked in the nursery so that I could get a free gym membership. And it was, by this time it was so annoying, like, because the holidays were so busy, it was just really annoying. And so I have not signed up to do that again because, yeah, I never want to do it again. This was the temperature for the day, and we also got our first Christmas card. On the 13th, we went to the church party, for our church, and my husband came with us and sang songs with us, and the boys got to meet Santa. And I think we did like a dinner too. I don't remember what it was. Okay, day number 14, I snapped a picture of the tree. I really love the Christmas tree. It's just always fun. And we like to have it right in our living room so that you can see it through the window. And it's the first thing you see when you come into the house. So it's fun. Day number 15. And this was where Eva hid, I guess. That's on the boys' door. And then Mark reading to the kids while Sirius was chewing on a bone. This one is day 16. Excuse me. 3 haircuts, 1 dentist appointment. So fun is the title. So I just printed off a little collage of photos. I went to the dentist and all 3 boys got haircuts that day. The 17th, I didn't actually take a picture on this day, so I decided to borrow or take a picture from a friend's Facebook page. That day was really, really cold. It was 32 degrees, which was the coldest it had been. Well, I guess the 32, 33, 37. This was a really warm December for us. Like in the 50s, that is totally unheard of. It's usually like 30s and 40s, and even probably less than that. Like the 20s is pretty common for us, but this year was really, really warm. So on this day, it was 32 degrees. I just went onto the weather website and printed off a calendar of December. And this was after December had ended. And so that's why all of these temperatures are on there, because it had kept track of all of them. And so I outlined the day, the number 17, and then I took this picture from my friend's Facebook page. So, yeah. And on this day, this is the 18th, Sirius didn't seem pleased about Eva being on his kennel, but the boys laughed and laughed. I had to snap this cute picture. So I thought that was really cute. He's just sitting there like, oh my goodness, what is going on? And then Mark found this huge icicle right outside our house, and so he brought it inside, and Brennan held it so I could get a picture of it. Day number 19. This is my son Tinian, my youngest, with his little friend playing, and I believe that was after preschool. And then this was the temperature that day. It looks like I wanted to do some journaling there, or maybe post another picture, but I didn't, so now I have a blank spot. I don't know. The 20th, this is where Eva was in the kitchen right by the sink. Oh, sorry, my computer is, I don't know what it's doing. Okay, sorry about that. It's making noises. And then I just kind of am using up scraps here, putting sequins on things and just trying to embellish. This pocket, I decided to put the number on the outside just so that I could have it over both photos. So this is just reading before bed. The 21st, we took individual photos and pictures of the boys at Mark's work. After dinner, we drove down Candy Cane Lane. So this is one of the houses by my husband's work. And so I just took a picture of that afterwards. And this is a picture of Mark and I that we took. And it's actually a really good photo of the two of us. So I really liked it. Okay, the 22nd. This was the first day of winter break, Christmas break, and I wanted to make cookies with the boys, so we made sugar cookies, and Jonas tasted the dough for the very first time, and he decided that he liked it as much and possibly more than the cooked version, because he loves sugar cookies like to death. He loves them so much. Okay, the 23rd. By this time, I'm getting down to the scraps of paper, and so I'm not doing a whole lot of paper layering or embellishing or anything like that. So here I am doing some sewing, because every year I make my kids Christmas pajamas, and that's the present that they get to open on Christmas Eve. And all of us get to wear our new pajamas. I ended up breaking my needle. I don't know if you can tell that that is bent, but it is bent. So yeah, I was just trying to go so fast, and I probably just went over an area that was like really thick, and it just kind of bent the needle. This was Tinian's last day of school, and so he made this stocking, and I took a picture of it. 24. So on Christmas Eve, my husband had the day off, and every Christmas Eve we go to see a movie. That's kind of a tradition we've picked up in my family, because my parents are divorced, and so Christmas Eve, my dad would come and we would get to stay with him or spend time with him, and so we would always go and see a movie on either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day with him. So that's something that we decided to start doing with our kids as something fun that we could do. This is a picture of Brennan looking at all the presents. He spent a lot of time looking at the presents under the tree that day. And then that night, after we opened all of our Christmas pajamas, you can kind of see someone sitting there. I don't know which kid that is, probably Brennan or Jonas. You can kind of see the new Christmas pajamas, but Mark read How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Now, Christmas Day, the 25th, I used this little stocking which came in the hippo hydrangea kit, which I thought was so cute, and then I used up a bunch of little scraps on this page because that's pretty much all I had left by this point. So yeah, and I just posted a bunch of different pictures. Here's Tinian looking at his new Big Hero 6 book, which is actually the movie that we went to go see on Christmas Eve, and that is definitely one of our favorite movies. Sirius got a bone, and Jonas and Brennan got the Minecraft books that, I don't even know what they're called, that help you build worlds and things. I don't know. Santa brought those. Okay, then something bad happened on Christmas. I'll just read you the journaling. Christmas Day wasn't 100% happy. At 11 a.m., I was in the bathroom upstairs, and Brennan suddenly screamed and then started crying. I ran into the living room and saw Brennan holding his hand up to his mouth, and he was hysterical. There was blood dripping from a deep gash under his lip where Sirius had bit him for no reason. Brennan and I spent 4 hours in the ER that day. It was not fun, and now we will have to give Sirius away. It was a bittersweet day. So our dog, we had him from February 2014 to March 2015, but we had to put him down because of this incident. We couldn't find a new home for him, and we were just afraid that something like this would happen again. He was the sweetest dog, and he loved us to death, but he was a very routine-oriented dog, and since Christmas was not his normal routine, his kennel was in a different spot, and we had actually blocked his kennel with presents, and so he couldn't escape to his place. And the living room, which is his room, like dogs are very territorial, he felt, put out of place, and so he bit Brennan because he had just had enough. And I know I've talked about this before on my channel, so I won't go into too much detail. It was just kind of a sad day. Yeah, Brennan and I did spend a lot of time. Once we did get home after dinner, we ate dinner. My husband and my two kids ended up eating dinner without us. I think Brennan and I got home around 6:30. We had actually had to go to the ER twice because Brennan got his stitches probably around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and we had gotten home probably about 1:30 or 2. But then an hour after we had gotten home, his stitches came out. It was really weird. And so I had to take him back around 3 o'clock. And so we didn't get back home, or maybe it was 4 o'clock. We didn't get home until about 6:30. And so Mark and the other kids had eaten dinner, or were just finishing up dinner when we got home. And so after that, we played a little bit of Nintendo Wii just to kind of cheer Brennan up, to help him have somewhat of a good Christmas. But it was a good month besides that. And yeah, that is my December daily album. So if you guys want to view the daily base pages and things like that, I do have on my YouTube channel each day that I, would put together each one of these, and then also adding the photos in. So I will link down below to my December daily playlist, and also you can stay tuned. I will have a few close-up pictures so you can kind of see a little bit better. And yeah, I will see you guys again later. Thanks for watching. Bye.